He just wants to sell you some newspapers. I don't see the problem. he just wants to sell you some newspapers. Dude. Alright. Sorry about the misunderstanding. Terribly sorry. Well, you just watch it. Not much point pressing on that one, was there? Suspicious? No, that's it. Okay. Well, it can't be. Well, we know that, because there was a blackout. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Well, what is that noise I made? Just start, like, vomiting. Starts vomiting uncontrollably. The defense has a point. You have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawhit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite! Wait! I remember now! Mr. Sawhit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawhit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. From the top. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Oh, he's panicking. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful, but I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that table clock. A table clock? A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, the murder. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. Why didn't you tell us that in the first place? I guess it just slipped my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened myself. The witness says he saw the table clock. End of story. Well, what? This is not a clock. Doy. How be clock? Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence? Who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawhit. Hey, I saw it there. Oh, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now?
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went to the apartment. Duh. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there!
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. That's an escalation, right? Phoenix, you struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawhit. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
I never. Okay, the clock. I heard no. I mean, I saw. Shut up! I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Give him death.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright.
Your Honor?
You claim the sound the victim heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor. So Mrs. Sawhit heard was definitely in this clock. In fact, which is clear if you simply ask the neighbors. I kind of want to see what happens if I click ask the neighbors. Oh, but there were no neighbors. They're probably saying there were no neighbors. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25! Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Sawhit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawhit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing! Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing! How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case! He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawhit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime! I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. God, Phoenix is ripped. Not so fast, Mrs. Sawhit. Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Oh, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the count record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this. Oh, sorry, I'm doing the wrong voice. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
I see there's evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder, so you all know the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard was when you struck her dead. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in your apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawhit? Should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh! He has a seizure.
Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Mainly because Frank Sawhit had steel balls and decided to witness. I don't know why.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Confetti everywhere. And with that, this court is adjourned.
Wait, can I actually go back to profiles? Prosecutor of this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. Frank Sawhit discovered Miss Stone's body. Newspaper salesman who saw Larry flee the scene. We know he's not a newspaper salesman. Oh, he's only 36. He's actually like he seemed older than Payne, but like I guess Payne has got that ancient look. Turns out that Frank Sawhit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawhit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawhit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And then she died. Started 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Never seen the Chief looking this happy. She's this glad. Imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. I should have said it in the voice. My Swindy Windy. Swindy Windy. Swindy Windy. Oh shit, my face. Oh, that was my face. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey. Hey, here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And then she was just playing me for a fool. I just realized Larry's shirt has eyes. I don't like that. They're right over where his nipples should be. I don't like that. Will that just make you want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Squeeze me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. It's okay. Oh no, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? What? Oh, fuck, don't keep putting on my phone. Hold on. I'm gonna finish this. Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is a clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of the evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick is good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. I did it. I did it. I did the easiest case in the entire Ace Attorney series. Ba ba ba. I did the easiest case in the entire Ace Attorney series. Woo! Okay.